No, I'm not. I'm not. Chris,
Hello.
can you hear that, Chris?
Hey,
So, what?
Hi, man.
So she stopped talking to you like in May.
April, May, June, July. Yeah, a while.
So, I mean, like, why are you so upset right now that I was, you know?
I'm not.
Yes,
I had to
you
get
were.
under your skin.
Yeah, right. You were like yelling at me. I've never heard you that angry before. You're like,
Oh.
I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you.
Well, because I see, and it got the right effect.
What right effect?
He wanted to scare you away.
No, I didn't. I wanted to have the effect that it's already had. See, there's something going on, and you guys need to be involved.
Chris, you're full of shit.
Why?
Okay, that's fine. But look it, you guys are calling back. This is great.
I called you back a long while. I was calling you like all this week.
No, I'm talking about a lot of you.
What do you mean a lot of you?
I can't. Never mind.
Chris, we've all been calling you pretty much the same amount of...
No, you. I didn't want just you calling.
Well,
We're worried about you.
Yeah. Bloody Margie is worried about you. See, a girl...
Okay,
something
Chris.
going
So
on.
why did you want our attention?
Yeah, why the fuck do you want her attention, bitch?
Well, I can't tell you that.
Why'd you
That's
bother
the
getting her
secret.
attention? Idiot.
That's the secret.
No, it's not. You can't think of anything, so you're saying it's a secret.
Okay, you can believe whatever you want to believe. It's not, I don't live in your head, you do.
You don't live in a head, period. You have no brain.
Okay.
Chris, it's like this. Shit or get off the pot. If you want to talk to it, you have something to say, then say it. Otherwise, shut the fuck up.
Okay, I'll shut the fuck up. You can do the talking.
Okay. Because it's like, you got me all riled up, and now it's like...
I know. That's funny.
Well, how does it feel that you cannot even start a romantic relationship without us fucking it up for you? How does that feel?
I'm not concerned.
Well, you should be, because you'll never ever get laid again.
First off, I believe in God. And you know what God says about getting laid outside of marriage?
I don't give a fuck.
I know you don't, but you will.
It's okay, but not preferred.
Yeah, what about King David and Bathsheba? It was okay then.
Do what?
What about King David and Bathsheba?
Yeah, he
Bathsheba.
screwed up, didn't he? And what did God do?
Nothing in the end. Their
He
child
rewarded him.
Yeah, their child became the most famous king in the world. He got a slap on the wrist and he got rewarded for
Wait
it.
a minute. Slap on the wrist? He lost his kingdom.
No, he didn't.
That's no slap on the wrist, dude.
David did not lose his kingdom. It was stronger than it was after when he first had it. He
Chris,
left it stronger
you should know
than
better than to rail on about religion. You had your chance to demonstrate yourself when you called the atheist experience and you got fucking pwned.
Yeah, you got fucking pwned. You couldn't even define God. You couldn't even make your case.
First off, God is not his name, it's his position.
Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I've read your Facebook profile. Listen,
Yahweh.
time is not quantitative, Chris. Your perception of time is quantitative because that's all that the human brain can determine.
No, dude, time is quantitative.
No, it's
already
not.
been... Scientifically proven.
No,
Look
it's
it up.
not. You are telling me out your ass. You
David
don't know
didn't lose
anything.
his kingdom.
Nobody would agree with you, Chris. You are dead fucking wrong.
Bathsheba gave birth to Solomon.
Yeah. The most powerful king.
No, dude. Time is a way of measuring things by humans. It is not a tangible force.
Oh, it is a tangible. See, time is predicated on speed and gravity.
Do you get that in order to understand
Water
the concepts
isn't
of speed
oxygen.
and gravity, you have to discretize those forces? You can never truly know what speed it is at
Dude, the Air Force did a test. See, this is why I enjoy talking with you guys, because
Any
I
test
educate
you
you.
perform
Yep.
is gonna
The
give
the
you
Air Force did a
discretized
test. Did you know that?
results. Any test you perform is gonna give you discretized results. The human brain can only comprehend things in numbers. It can't comprehend infinity. So that's why you can't realize that time is
No,
infinite.
time is not infinite.
Yes,
Time
it
is not
is.
infinite. It's quantitative. So if it's got a beginning, it's got an
You
end.
just say something and have it be true. You're dead wrong. Time is infinite. You just
Oh,
can't
who
comprehend
told you that? And where's your evidence?
Any physicist will tell you that. You just made this up and act like all physicists are saying, oh, the Air Force proved it. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, well, why don't you go take a look at some of the videos from a physicist?
Do you know how digital works? What's the difference between analog and digital? Tell me that.
Oh, geez, I wouldn't know.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Not
only
all
in the
physicists
digital
are the
industry.
same.
Yeah, I know. That's a sad thing. You're in the industry, yet you have no idea what it means. Typical of somebody who didn't go to fucking college. Water isn't oxygen. Chris, what is one part? What's an atom that is in every amino acid? Oxygen. There's at least 2 oxygen atoms in every single amino acid.
No. 1 oxygen.
No, there's a
2 hydrogen.
carboxylic acid that needs 2 oxygens. And when you have a chain, there's at least 3 or more oxygen atoms. You don't get functional groups in organic chemistry, do you? You think that oxygen reacts the same way as water? That's retarded. With that, you prove your ignorance, and then you can't just make statements like.
But
time
Chris
is
didn't even know that. LOL, poor Chris. Poor 53-year-old man in Massachusetts.
Yeah, I knew
Too
that.
much Alex Jones on the brain.
I knew that when I was 3 years old playing with molecule blocks. I knew that water wasn't oxygen. It obviously wouldn't have the same physical properties as oxygen.
Hey, Figgy.
What? You talking to me?
I said, hey, Figgy.
Okay, who are you talking to?
Biggie Smalls.
Chris, don't you just feel stupid right now? You're making all these statements, and you've just been proven that you're a big ignoramus. So tell us tell us about your time at college, where you went up to your professor and said politely, "I think you're full of shit." Didn't you say that? You told me that once.
Let me see.
No, amino acids cannot synergize in oxygen. Amino acids cannot synergize in oxygen. Water isn't oxygen.
Okay, Chris. When you
Go
called
ahead,
the
you guys
atheist
only knew what was
experience
coming
and
down
looked
the
stupid,
pike, but you don't
what
pay
exactly
attention.
were you trying to say? You screwed up on the detail, but what point were you trying to make about God being proved by oxygen? Explain that to me.
Yeah, do you realize that before there was DNA and proteins, there was just RNA, and that RNA could
Ribonucleic acids, what about it?
they could reproduce themselves.
They've not reproduced life anywhere?
On Earth, yeah.
Say what?
The conditions were right. They could reproduce themselves on Earth, obviously.
No, why don't you go take a look at the evidence out there? See, I've done the research. You guys need to do some research.
You're talking to me.
There's been attempts to recreate life.
We've done research too.
You thought that water and elemental oxygen were the same physical properties.
Okay, let me ask you a question. The Earth was a ball of molten magma at one time, right?
No. That's a very simplistic view of it. It was not.
No, wait a minute. We got to
The
start from the
gas that
beginning.
God did it is not logical.
The Earth was a ball of molten magma, right? From the Big Bang. The Big Bang, fire, explosion.
No, it was not a ball of molten magma.
So the Earth was a ball of molten magma at one time, right?
No, I'm saying you're wrong. It was not.
Oh, I'm wrong. So what was it?
It was more than that. There was.
So it just popped up and it had trees and water and sky and and dirt. All of a sudden.
There was an outer crust. There was water. There was.
All of a sudden, it was just
water,
the
There
Earth.
was silicon oxides. There was.
That's the Christian stance.
Went to the core of the Earth long before life came around.
You're breaking up. Yeah, you're on your cell, so you're breaking up.
I'm not on my cell. You can't even use that excuse because
Get
I'm
into a
not
better
on a cell
cell.
phone. I'm on a voice-over IP, Chris.
Oh, you're on voice over IP.
You're a liar. You're a liar. You're a liar.
It takes billions of years to form slowly. Like molding a ball of clay in your hands. Gathering more particle mass.
The question
That's
was,
how planets are formed.
do you realize that the Earth was a ball of molten magma in the beginning?
You're wrong.
Oh, what was it?
It was there was silicon oxide on the crust outside. There was water.
Oh, dude, I'm talking about what's inside the Earth.
Inside
Magma?
the Earth,
Okay.
iron, nickel.
Okay, so magma's on the inside. So that means it must have cooled from the outside to the inside, right? Or
It hasn't cooled even today. The center of the Earth is still liquid.
First
I
of
mean, it
all,
has cooled a little
the
bit.
universe did
There's
not
the-
begin with Earth as a ball of magma. There were
Oh, what
planets
did it
billions of
begin
years
as?
before, and there will be billions of years afterwards.
what did it begin as? You still haven't answered the question.
Many different particles. Iron,
Was
nickel,
it like a
silicon.
spaceship stop or something?
No, it was like a big gas cloud coming together into a solid mass.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Did you know
Ah.
that in space?
I think you might be a little incorrect there.
I think you might be a little incorrect about a lot of things, considering you thought that water and oxygen
God damn
were
it,
the
Chris.
same thing.
I already said. It's like molding a ball of clay in your hands. Gathering more particle mass. That's how planets are formed.
Yeah, listen to Mr. Hat. He's right. He's on the money. You, not so much.
No, dude. It's obvious. I've already spoken to physicists.
Yeah, right. You've never spoken to one physicist in your life.
I've talked to so many knowledgeable
You've
people
talked
on
to
this
so many
subject.
knowledgeable people. Obviously not. Chris, you have no clue about anything to do with physics. A kindergarten teacher knows more than you do.
Yeah, your teacher don't know shit. He just pukes out the same pablum he was taught.
Same
He's
with
probably
you.
a reprobate, too.
Oh, I reprobate. I use that word. I'm a smart guy.
If what you said was so true and obvious,
What a good analogy. Somebody who just
why is it
does
so
things
hard
what
to
they were
convince
taught.
others of it?
That's what data analyzers organizers like you do. You don't know how computers actually work. You just know like a few tricks that anybody with a few.
Oh, by the
hours of
way,
time on their hands could
the odds are that we were created because if we evolved, then, if we evolved, there should be at least one other species.
No, there wouldn't, because there would be so much competition.
If we were
Only
created,
one
that's
species
still not
There
proof
was
of God.
if there would be at least
You
one
don't just
other
think that the universe
species out of the
exploded into
millions
existence.
and millions of
Boom, there was Earth
species that have
floating around
existed
as a
on
ball
the
of
Earth.
magma after the Big Bang.
What
Number
we-
all planets formed slowly and on their own,
Do you realize
billions
how
of
much,
years,
how much
This
and
is
Earth
what,
is
see,
just
you
a
guys,
flash
you
in the
guys were
pan.
taught
Tell him that biocircumflex absent.
the theory of evolution. And by the way, it's a theory. The theory of evolution in
Well,
school.
gravity's a theory.
Excuse me?
So,
Everything's a theory. You go
No,
in
not
science-
everything's a
yes,
theory.
yes,
Some things are fact.
No, in science.
They used to be theories, but now they're fact.
No, well, whatever. In science, you go for the least wrong answer.
No. That's not. Yeah. Oh, for
Yes,
testing
that is
purposes,
true.
I suppose.
You know nothing.
it's still better than nothing.
Well, guess
It's
what?
what Christians have as proof.
What?
Why don't you look up if they found Noah's Ark?
They have not.
So bullshit.
They have not, Chris.
Oh, okay.
Even if that were true, that's still not proof of God.
Yeah, that's not proof that it was even the Ark. It could have just been a ship.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really.
Oh, well, there was only one place that a ship that size was ever written about.
Noah's Ark was a story
actually-
about one of
actually,
the
that's
Egyptians
false,
that rose
Chris.
giants' boats. Actually,
Oh,
Yeah,
so
there were
And
Egyptian
I was
stories,
very
there were
upfront to
Sumerian
happened.
stories, there were Indian stories, Native
Oh, really?
Americans. Yes,
you're gonna have to send me these references. I haven't read this stuff.
I will.
biblical stories are not proof of
That's
God.
because you only hear what you want to hear, Chris. Everything else just
I said,
deflects off.
send me some links, and I'll check
I've
it out.
sent you many links. You just ignore them.
They are folktale interpretations of natural events.
Guys, listen. You're going to believe in God one way or the other, because if God exists,
I do.
you will believe
He
that
doesn't
there is
exist.
a God one way or the other.
He
I
doesn't
do
exist.
believe in God.
Are you
By the
Are
way,
you threatening me?
we have got certain biblical
don't believe
events
in
that you're not
ignorance.
probably paying attention to
No.
happening
What? What events?
quicker
What
and
events?
quicker
What
as
events?
time goes.
What events?
Now, the ultimate evidence
What
that there
events?
is a God, the ultimate evidence that
Oh,
there
Doug
is a
Glover.
God is when there is a one world leader who
There
performs
is no one world
miracles.
leader, Chris. There won't be for tens of thousands of years.
Oh, you're saying that there won't be a one world leader within our lifetime?
Yeah, that's exactly
world
what
leader.
I'm saying.
One world government, one world leader?
Yeah, that won't happen, Chris.
Oh, so you're saying that George Bush's New World
You're
Order
going
isn't going
to
to
Alex
happen?
Jones and
No, it's
NWO
not gonna
bullshit
happen.
conspiracy
You're fucking
theory
out
stuff.
of your mind, you crazy fuck.
Okay.
Conspiracy
So
theories.
you're saying you know what has to happen before the New World
You
Order?
need a nutsack.
Everybody's got to be tracked. Money's got to be destroyed. Everybody's got to have a chip in them.
No such
Everybody's
thing
going to
as
be
New
tracked.
World
What's
Order.
happening now?
Yeah,
No
that will
such
never
thing as
happen,
New
Chris,
World
so,
Order.
You'll die with your little fantasy theories, and none of it will ever come true. You're
Oh,
gonna look
really?
like a
You know
total
you're being
idiot.
tracked now?
NWO
Do you know that
Wolf
there
Pack.
is
Kevin Nash Scott Hall.
chips, RFID chips in most things you purchase?
NWO Hollywood. Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, that's to prevent stealing. What about it?
No, it's to track stuff. It's not to prevent stealing.
No,
Chris-
it's not. If you take something out of its
Dude,
packaging, the RFID chip goes away.
You said prevent stealing.
Yeah,
Okay,
prevent
that
stealing.
means
The burden
no
of proof is
more
on you.
stealing. Is there?
No, it
is
does
there
not
still
mean
stealing?
that. It means that it's harder to steal. It's a deterrent mechanism.
Oh, a deterrent mechanism.
Yeah,
No,
Just
there
like
is
when they
nothing
check
that's
your
a
receipts.
deterrent mechanism
it is.
because most people are good and wouldn't steal. It doesn't deter people that are going to
Actually,
steal.
Okay, let me
if
tell
you-
you
if
how
you
I'm
work
going to
for
sit
a
and track
store,
every order
you-
to
they
understand
would
where we are in
tell
the
you-
grand scheme of things you need to
They would tell
understand
you
It doesn't
that a
history.
lot
deter
of
people from
theft
killing.
happens.
Bullshit are nothing
A
new
lot
and
of
not
theft
impressive.
happens.
Go and study history of the ancient world. The Bible was nothing.
Yeah, the Bible is. There are many.
Can you guys get your
fuck
information from fantasy books written by? Hey, by the way, did you know there was a? Have you ever heard of
Your book is fancy.
Dianetics?
No, well, yeah, I have heard of that. That's fucking stupid. That's a science.
Well, it's a religion.
Yeah, I know. I won't deny that religions are retarded.
It's not a religion.
Just like Dianetics
You mean
is their
dialectics.
Bible,
It's a cult of money.
the Bible is your Bible, and they're both equally retarded, equally as harmful.
So you believe in survival of the fittest, huh?
I didn't say that. I didn't say what I
No.
believed in.
No, wait a minute. If it's evolution, then it's survival of the fittest. There is no morals. There is no ethics. If there is
No.
Wrong.
Ethics and morals
Wrong.
serve to increase the fitness of a species. How do you,
Sorry.
How do you think that apes
Morals and
survive?
ethics were
That is how
invented
nature
or
You're
works.
sorry,
given to
you're
us.
wrong. Guess
God.
what? How do apes survive in the wild?
That does
Is
not
it
mean
just,
we
is it
have
just,
to obey
is it
that.
just one baby ape all on its own?
No,
Could
it's
a baby
survival.
ape survive by its own?
Domination. It's who has the most strength. Do you know apes kill each other?
Yeah, I do, but do you think
When they're
that
fighting
apes...
for domination, they'll kill each other. Then whoever wins that fight,
So humans
You're
are like
the
that
dominant
too.
one.
Humans are like that too.
survival of the fittest.
Yeah, humans are like that too. But guess
No,
what?
that's right. Humans, but humans have a reason.
Fuckface,
Apes
let me
don't
talk.
have reason.
No,
No.
they do have reason.
Morality and compassion was around
They do
long
have
before the
reason.
Christians.
Chris, okay, guess what? Would an ape in the wild survive on its own? No. They have something called altruism. They have their own morals, even though
Ape
they're
shall
more
not
primitive
kill
than
ape.
humans. Morals
Dude,
do serve an
No
evolutionary...
morals. No, there is no such thing as their morals.
Yes,
There is
there
one
is.
set of morals.
You're
You
wrong.
can't extrapolate a
You're wrong.
predefined set of morals and say, oh, well, if we got ours, then that must mean they've got their own. We just don't know what they are.
We do know what they are. We've observed their behavior. They care for their young, and they protect their clan.
That's instinct, dude.
No, it's not instinct. That's learned behavior.
Yeah, exactly. Instinct in their
What are you talking
culture,
about?
if you will.
Yeah, they have a culture. Yeah,
No, they don't. I
Yes,
wanted to
they
see what
do.
you were saying.
they do have a culture. They have their own language, their own primitive languages. When certain types of predators come, they make a certain noise. And if you look at different geographical
Have you ever seen the chart
areas,
of
they make
evolution?
different sounds. They have learned behaviors. They have learned cultures.
Have you ever seen the chart of evolution?
Yeah.
Okay, where did you see that?
I don't know, in books and stuff.
Yeah, well, guess what? There's a book that shows certain species, but it isn't in how certain species got to be where they're at
There is
today.
evidence of Neanderthal
But
man
it's not an
forming
evolutionary
groups injured
process.
members
Are
of
all books right?
Neanderthal tribes.
The chart of evolution
like Homo
starts at the
sapiens.
ape.
Compassion
goes up
is
to
not
the
only
man.
for humans
it
and
doesn't.
beings.
Over
Hell
MIT.
isn't reserved
And I
for
asked the professor, I
Christianity.
says, excuse me.
Excuse me, sir,
Professor.
it does not start at the ape. It
Yo.
starts at the proto-ape.
Yeah, so
You are
I was over at
ignorantly
MIT
wrong.
making a delivery. And I saw this chart. It was a chart of evolution. And it started at the ape.
No, it started at the
Professor says,
proto-ape,
excuse
a
me.
common ancestor, not at the ape, not at the
I says,
chimpanzee,
oh,
not at
excuse
the
me, Professor.
monkey.
But how come that chart starts at the ape and doesn't start at the first single cell and then
Bio,
go from
repeat
there?
what I
You know
am
what he
saying
said?
to him. Please.
It's unprovable and there is no money in it. That's what he said. He says, we can prove that we evolved from the ape. I says, oh, is that why they call it the theory of evolution? He looked at me and he didn't say a freaking word.
Yeah, because he
And he
was
turned
like,
and
what
walked
the fuck
away.
are you talking about? That's what his that's
It's
what,
still called the theory of evolution.
yeah, just like the theory of relativity, but without the
So,
theory of
let me ask you
relativity,
this.
we wouldn't
Listen,
have a
let me
magnetic
ask you
Homo
this.
field.
sapien and Cro-Magnon are not fucking
What's
apes.
more valid, the theory of evolution written and invented by a man who didn't have modern technology
Look at
to
dogs,
show
they're all one
when we
species.
called
Look at
when
dogs.
when
Look
when
at dogs.
Darwin
Look at
called
dogs. Look at dogs. Look at
a
dogs. Look at
cell
dogs.
a simple
Look at dogs.
cell,
Look at
simple
dogs.
cell,
Look at
he had
dogs.
no
Look at dogs. Look
idea
at
how
dogs. Look
complex
at
it was.
dogs. Look at dogs. Look
It
at
was not
dogs.
invented by a primitive
Look at
man.
dogs. They're all one species. So much variability within what 6,000 years of breeding. That is evolution.
It was observed by a man,
That is evolution, Chris.
and we've revised the theory since then.
Yeah. How do
That is called science.
viruses mutate every year? How does the influenza virus keep coming back?
Well, no, they don't mutate. What they do is
They do mutate.
they get immune to some things that are attacking
By
them.
mutating.
No, they're not mutating.
Yes, they are.
Becoming a different virus.
I didn't say
That is
a
what
different
mutation
virus.
is.
Over a long period of time, thousands, perhaps millions of years, they would become a different virus, yes. But every year they become
Saying bullshit and setting it
little
in
bit
stone,
different
with
than
no
what they
room
are
for
right
new
now.
information is bullshit. That is what Religion Island, that's why it is stupid.
So you don't get the fact
Well,
that
dude,
you think that
eventually,
something just magically...
you guys will
think that-
believe.
you think
It
that-
doesn't matter to me. You
think that a
believe.
dinosaur gives birth to a monkey. That's what you think. But no, it happens over tens of thousands, millions of generations.
No, see, you guys have got a wrong concept. You've been taught, you've been brainwashed by evolutionists.
By your
Evolutionists.
Brainwashed.
So let me
By
ask you
who?
this. If you had learned about evolution and creation in the same class,
Creation
You know
what you would
has no
believe?
evidence. There's no evidence for creation.
Creation.
You tell me the evidence, and you won't even fill a class period because there is no evidence.
Creation is a biblical story.
let me ask you this, and why are certain scientists
With no
in
science
certain
in it.
fields now alluding to a grand
scientists?
designer?
Who? When? Who?
See, you guys got to get up on this
Certain
stuff.
scientists?
Come
Oh,
on.
you guys gotta get up on this stuff. I'm telling you, it's not happening. The vast majority of the scientific community
Just because someone is a scientist doesn't mean they are trustworthy.
says that
Oh, I
there's
get it.
no
So you
reason
guys got
to
an answer for everything.
Yeah, and that's true. No scientist, like in
Any idiot
in
can
any
do the
field, there will
paperwork.
be some scientists who will disagree. Any idiot can
Graduate.
do paperwork to become a PhD eventually.
And become a scientist.
Yeah, there's disagreement in every single scientific field.
Actually,
on virtually
Chris,
every
in
single
Amsterdam
topic.
we learned start espousing bullshit on the back of a turtle and all creation stories by all religions.
Listen,
And how
you
there's
guys,
no truth in
Yeah.
any of it.
You think
listen,
Hinduism is
when
bullshit?
Yeshua, who we call Jesus, was on the planet,
You think Islam
and
is bullshit?
Lazarus,
They believe in Jesus. You think Islam is bullshit? They believe in Jesus.
no, they don't
No?
believe in Jesus.
They do
They
believe in
believe
Jesus.
that
They do
Yeshua,
believe in
who they
Jesus.
call
Yes,
Asa, was
they
a
do.
prophet.
Yeah, they believe in Jesus.
They
the prophet.
believe in
That's
Jesus.
what they believe.
They don't put their faith and hope in Yeshua.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Yes, they
I know
do.
some Muslims.
They
Put their
believe
faith
Jesus
in the
was a
prophets
prophet of God.
Jesus.
That's right. They believe he
Muhammad.
was a prophet. And you know something? I've actually confused some Muslims. I say, okay, so if that's the case, if you believe that Asa was a
That's
prophet
their
of
problem.
God, then why are you discounting all of his prophecy? All of his testimony. Why are you discounting that? He didn't have any answer. Because he says, well, the prophet that came after him was supposed to listen to him, and that's
Just
That's
because one or two
Muhammad.
Muslims were
Muhammad.
dazzled by your
Muhammad's
bullshit doesn't make it
philosophy
true.
with respect to what we're called reprobates by the Muslim world is contrary
Is that your
to
new favorite word, reprobate?
Yeshua's teachings. So no prophet can contradict.
You believe
Chris, why do you believe Why do you why do you pick and choose to believe some things, but you won't believe that Bible
Okay,
verse
this is the
that
deal.
authorizes slavery?
I'm going to pray for you guys.
I'm gonna pray at you. I'm gonna
That
pray
God-
all over
that
you.
God-
Oh, I'm gonna pray all over your face.
That God makes
Oh, I'm gonna
himself
be
known
superior. I'm gonna feel
undeniably.
I already believe
superior. I'm
undeniably.
gonna cast my magic superiority spell over you, and everything will be all good.
But I do not believe in
My faith in
Christianity.
my magic will be
Something you would have to
I
say.
believe in a God.
I can't believe this.
Well, I don't have any logic right now, but I'm gonna
But
cast
not all
a
this
spell of
earthbound
ignorance
bullshit.
over myself, and I'll be rejuvenated once I've gotten to a healer.
Oh, so you believe in healers?
No.
So you believe in Satan?
I'm saying that's what you. I'm saying that's what you believe. I'm saying you believe in this like mystic, like, oh, I'm gonna pray for you, and that's gonna allow me to feel superior, while I
No. What I'm saying
while I
here is
block
that
out whatever you're saying.
we're
Because I don't
gonna
want
ask
to
God
admit that I'm
if he'll
wrong.
just show you guys, because you guys aren't half bad. You really aren't. You guys aren't evil.
I don't know. I'm pretty evil. I just cockblocked your ass.
No, dude. You're going to school to be a doctor.
Well, right now I'm feeling
That's helping people. That's not evil.
Who says I want to be a good doctor? Maybe I want to.
So you're not inherently evil, not like David Berkowitz or Son of Sam or any of those guys.
So you're saying
So
some people are
that's what I
inherently
consider
evil?
evil.
God created people inherently
Hitler,
David.
there's another one. So
he was
you're not
inherently
inherently
evil. Alex
evil.
Jones.
When he was a baby, he was evil. God made some people evil. He made some people destined to hell. Is that what you believe?
We live under a system of freedom of choice.
So he was born evil. They were born evil.
We live under a system of choice.
You're avoiding the question. Were they born evil or were they not?
Dude, I just answered the question.
No, you have not.
Now,
You're
what you
avoiding
should
the
phrase it is,
question, idiot.
do you believe some people are born evil?
That's what I'm asking you.
No, I mentioned these names, and you said, "Oh, you're saying they were born evil?"
I'm
No,
asking you
I
if
didn't
they
say they
were.
were born evil.
Yes, you
I said
just did.
we live under a system of choice. But can some
You said
people
these
be
people are born evil? Did you not? Did you not say
Can some
these
people be
are
born evil? Yes.
So why would God create people who are just born evil and have no chance and are gonna automatically spend eternity?
No,
in
because
hell?
I don't. Who said they had no chance? I never
You
said they had
did.
no
You
chance.
said they were
I don't
born
believe.
evil.
I believe everybody's going to have a second chance.
Born evil.
I believe everybody's going to have a second
Not
chance.
if you're born evil.
You know why? You see, if you knew
Oh, see, if you knew.
certain writings, certain historical writings, you'd realize, you'd come to the same conclusion.
Chris, you
that-
have never
that I
read
believe-
anything
now this is
religious. You have just
conjecture.
made
This is
up things that you felt were
hypothetical.
right, and
This
then
is
preached that
supposition.
with the full
But
weight of your.
but there
of
are
your
some
thorough
people that believe the
research and
same
your
thing I
thorough
believe.
genius
That we are going to
knowledge.
get a second chance, because think about this. If God is a loving God, bear with me for a second. If God is a loving God, and he's trying to prove a point, not just to us, but to all of creation, he's going to allow freedom of choice. But he's going to set up a scenario where we've got the ability to see the other side of the coin, so we can make a choice. So, now bear with me. Satan's kicked out of heaven. This is his planet. This is his domain. This is where Satan rules, Lucifer. As a matter of fact, Yeshua, when he was tempted by Lucifer, and he was talking to the apostles, he says, there is the ruler of this world, and that is Lucifer. So, bear with me. I'm almost done. So, we got, the Bible tells us of the second coming of Yeshua. There's going to be 1,000 years of no pain, suffering, or death. No pain, suffering, or death. You can't even stub your freaking toe. Okay, bear with me. You got to follow this completely. Now,
God, you're boring me to
1,000 years,
death.
where Lucifer's going to be tied up and thrown into the abyss for 1,000 years. And then after that, he's going to be loosed on men again. He's going to be unchained and loosed on men. And then all this shit's going to start happening again. Now, everybody say, well, that's not a loving God. Why doesn't God just stop everything and have us live in a Garden of Eden? Well, if the Bible is true, we started out in the Garden of Eden, and mankind,
massive overpopulation,
two single people couldn't even obey God. So, now, he's going to give us a choice. Lucifer's loosed on mankind again, and we have the choice. Who do we follow? The one that has provided us 1,000 years of no pain, suffering, or death. And I'm not talking about just physical, mental or emotional. Hello?
Chris, shut the fuck up. You're a moron.
So there's your choice, dude. There's your choice. And to me, it's a pretty fair system.
If there was a God, I don't think he would allow people like you to act like such fucking retards. Because honestly, you should just go commit suicide.
You ought to look in the mirror.
Go commit suicide, Chris.
You ought to look in the mirror.
No, you are seriously just fucking annoying as fuck. And fucking as stupid.
Oh, see, me talking about God
wrong,
annoys you?
Chris.
That says something right there. If you didn't believe in God at all,
okay,
you had no concept of God, that wouldn't bother you at all.
How many people have the same religion
But I
as
also
you do?
believe true fucking pleasure is an idea, too.
How many people agree with you, Chris?
Oh, millions.
No! Chris, you have a very,
Why didn't you tell him what I said? You could be pawned, Chris, in 5 seconds.
Yeah, Chris, you could be pawned in 5 seconds.
No, I can't be. You guys,
if you're
pawned.
in prison, I'd be selling your
what
ass.
does pawned mean?
Sold.
What does pawned mean?
Sold, like a slave.
Oh, I don't think so.
Yes, you could.
Yeah, and who came up with pawned?
Hat.
No. Who invented it?
Reduced to insignificance.
Reduced to insignificance.
Oh, that's what pawned means?
One connotation of the word could mean that, yes.
Well, you know something? I've always had a general understanding of the word. Let me take a look.
Yeah, right. Just like you have a general understanding of chemistry.
Oh, now there's an urban dictionary. Well, let's go to the Merriam-Webster's.
Chris, what do you think the difference is between oxygen and water?
Well, let's put it this way. Water is made up of oxygen.
As in pawn on the
Is that
chessboard.
all?
Stupid insignificant piece of a game that has no direction for measuring.
Is that all,
That.
Chris? Is that all, Chris?
Okay, here's what act of pawning.
Water is not oxygen.
Yeah.
Okay, to risk. Okay, something given as a security for a loan, a pledge, or guarantee. The
Water
condition
is
of being
a compound.
held as a pledge against the payment of a loan. A person serving as security. The act of pawning, which I guess would be providing something as a pledge or a guarantee. To give or deposit personal property as security for payment of money borrowed. To risk, to hazard. Just because some idiot decides to start using a word a certain way and some idiot decides to say, hey, let's make an urban dictionary, does not legitimize it.
Chris, what are you trying to prove?
I give up.
I just proved you were incorrect on your definition of the word pawn.
This is like arguing with you.
Just like you were incorrect
But on the other spectrum,
on your definition of water and oxygen.
Water. 2 parts oxygen, 1 part hydrogen.
No, it's 1 part oxygen, 2 parts
Oh,
hydrogen.
excuse me, that's right. I'm sorry. Got that backwards.
water is not water.
Chris, it doesn't matter what parts they are.
Water is not oxygen.
It matters what functional properties they have. Let's take carboxylic acid and its
Water is a
conjugate base
compound.
and its conjugate base. What's the difference between them? 1 hydrogen atom. But let's look at their acidity. Carboxylic acid is acidic.
A completely new material made from disparate elements. Pond or IGN IDs from a chess metaphor, you retarded monkey.
It's acetate
ID means
conjugate
insignificant
is
piece
not
in a game
acidic
that
at
has
all.
no
In fact,
free
it's
will.
a base.
But
It acts as a
there's a
nuclear
point
bomb.
you're trying to make here. What is the point?
You're saying, oh, well, they have almost the same atoms in them, so they must be almost the same. That's not true at all. In fact, it's really like that's really like.
Dude, you must be high or something, because I never alluded to that fact.
Yes, you did. You said amino acids cannot synergize in the presence of oxygen, but they weren't in the presence of oxygen. They were in the presence of water and hydrogen gas.
Hey, what is water made from?
2 parts hydrogen, 1 part oxygen.
Okay. Now, if RNA and DNA can be damaged by oxygen,
Can be. Yeah, in extracellular.
where do you lose that line of thought? Are you saying that they can't be damaged by one molecule of oxygen?
Depends on the concentrations, Chris.
Oh, I see. So,
Chris,
when science says that certain things can be damaged by a particular element, then they really mean it can't be damaged. See, you guys gauge things
No, that's
too.
not what they mean at all,
Oh,
Chris.
that's wrong, but that's not really wrong. So it's not really wrong. I mean,
Yes, you
it's
were
wrong
very
a
wrong.
little bit. Sorry, don't play that game.
No, Chris, you were absolutely 100% wrong. I'm telling you why. Okay, when you breathe oxygen, does that just destroy
This is not
does
about
that
to
destroy
actually-
every nucleotide and amino acid in the body when you breathe oxygen into your lungs? Does it?
No, it doesn't.
Then how can you make that argument that amino acids cannot synergize in the presence of oxygen?
Because
They do that all the time.
They're in a certain encapsulated and protected environment.
Oh, no shit.
So guess what?
That's how
Water
life was
isn't an
billions of years ago.
encapsulated, protected environment.
What? What was? Chris, do you not get that every living cell is encapsulated in that protective environment of lipids, of phospholipids?
Does RNA and DNA come in contact with oxygen in the body?
Elemental oxygen, RNA and DNA, not usually, no.
Fucking right. Not usually, never.
Sometimes I'm sure they do. Occasionally.
So, long story
Accidentally.
short is that it doesn't really matter because you know something?
Does matter.
We could argue till I'm blue in the face and you're blue in the face. You're not
Does
going to
matter.
believe in God until God shows up.
You talked about God. I'm
Oh,
saying.
excuse me. I take that back because I always give the person the benefit of the doubt that they will believe in God.
You're
I'm
arguing
assuming that
against
because you guys aren't
evolution.
inherently evil,
evolution.
that
You're
at
not
some
arguing
point you
for
will
God,
believe in
you're
God.
arguing against evolution.
Okay.
I'm saying
So,
that these cells
right
evolved
now,
in an environment where they were protected from elemental oxygen.
The only way to convert someone logical is for God to prove himself directly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, guess what? Why don't you just go ask him to do it? He'll do it.
Okay.
Come up with a
We have-
scenario that only God could do.
Has God proven?
No
And I'm not talking
response.
about giving you $100 quadrillion. I'm talking about something that only because it's got to be something that will benefit your or strengthen your faith in God. Okay, giving you $100 billion as a tool to destroy yourself is strengthening your faith in God. And believe me, if you guys had all the money in the world, you would definitely
That doesn't
destroy
even
yourselves.
make sense.
You, true, wouldn't go to college because
Now
you'd say,
you're insulting
"Oh,
us.
I've already made it. I don't need to go to college anymore."
Actually, I would go to college.
You're making assumptions.
Yeah, you're making assumptions about it. You don't even know me. You've
Insulting
never met
us.
me face to face.
Oh, you would go to college. Oh, so that means you do come from money.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, you do.
If we had that much money,
What, poor people wouldn't go to college?
we could
with
afford
bad money?
college.
It's only the rich people that
The
go
best
to
college.
Most people that acquire money, large sums of money, it's already proven, guys, that win the lottery, millions and millions and millions of dollars, it's already proven. Man acts in a certain way.
What about Bill
That is
Gates?
not proven.
What about Bill Gates?
FYI, Mr. Hat
What about
dropped
all
out
the-
of
what about
this
all these
conversation
CEOs?
an
Bill
hour
Gates
ago.
came
Chris.
from money.
Billionaires.
It's
What
not
about
He
the
was used
talking
to
about
having
you.
money.
Yes, he would be NT, so
Never, he
retarded.
never wanted for anything, so
What
it
about
wasn't.
what about the
It
people that
didn't
started
have
Google? What
any
about the
kind
people
of
that started
impact
Google?
on his life.
What about the people that started Google? Did they just not want money?
The guys that started Google. Do you know who
This
the
is
guys were
making
that
me
started
so
Google?
angry.
Yeah. Sergey something and something. I don't know.
Okay, what was their background? Where did Google actually start?
College students? I don't know.
Well, maybe you should find out. You know,
You should
it's
find
right
out
in your own
before saying
backyard,
that
basically.
Whenever anyone gets rich, that they destroy themselves, because that's obviously not true.
No, I'm not saying. I'm
Yes,
saying
you just
destroy their life. I
did.
didn't say to destroy themselves. Destroy their life.
Are they destroying their lives? The people who own Google? The people who
No.
own banks? Are
I'm
they
saying-
destroying their lives?
People that don't know money is a tool wind up damaging their lives, and they may as well just destroy their lives. And I say destroy their lives not in the
People who win
sense of they
lottery
die.
don't know that money
They
is a
destroy
tool.
what
They
they've
know how to spend
what
it,
they've
so
built
they
to that
obviously know
point,
that it's a tool. Otherwise, they
and
wouldn't
wind
know
up
what to
broke.
do with it.
Anybody that comes into a large sum of money quickly without having to go through a lot of poopy to get it doesn't appreciate it and winds up being broke within 5 years. It's proven. People have hit the lottery.
Proven, Chris.
99% of everybody that's ever hit the lottery for millions of dollars is broke in 5 years. Now look at the chick on the reality TV show. I just read about her. I can't remember her name. She was a good-looking girl. She was dating this guy who was also on a reality TV show. They're broke. They came from broke.
So one anecdotal example is proof
No,
that
it's not one
99% of these
anecdote.
people
They were
do
in
this.
the hub of money. They had money. They were associating with money. They didn't realize money was a tool, like a hammer, like a wrench, like a drill, that it's used to build.
You know what, Chris?
Not just to
talking to
spend.
you is like, oh my god, it's so fucking annoying, and
I
what
know.
a waste of time. It's really a waste of time to talk to you. I've been talking to you for nearly
It's like
nearly 50
arguing with
minutes.
you.
Because it isn't a waste of time because you love doing it.
No, I don't love doing it. In fact, I'm gonna hang up on you right
If
now.
you were a Christian fanatic,
God, what a fucking moron. I can't talk to that guy. He's just so annoying. Oh my god.
you hung up.
Yeah, I hung up because I just couldn't stand it anymore. It's like I have better things to do today than talk to this imbecile. I did. I said some of the things. I like put it into my own words. Yeah, but the problem is he wouldn't listen to me. He wouldn't shut up for the 2 seconds that are required for me to counter his argument completely. When I tried to ask him if like water and oxygen were the same things, he took about like 15 minutes dodging the question before he just sort of was like, so what? Well, so what if I was wrong? So what? Like he doesn't under. I did. I kept repeating it over and over. He kept dodging it. He kept ignoring it. Like there's something wrong with him. Like I kept just.
Well, yeah, he's not.